Yet another announcement today. I can't actually believe it. This is two things in one day, two separate-ish things in one day, and this one is already 100% a Resident Evil announcement. Not a Capcom project, it is a Resident Evil thing. Just to kind of reiterate, this is separate to the countdown thing that's going on right now. That is next Monday, but this, what I'm talking about right now, is tomorrow morning. So this is at 7 AM British time tomorrow morning. So basically what's going on is there is a page up on the Resident Evil Portal site right now with some interesting designs on it, to say the least. I'll go over that in a minute, but the Twitter page has said that there is something being announced tomorrow morning on that website, and obviously people are already jumping to conclusions and kind of thinking about what it could be due to what we can see on that page right now, and I do kind of want to go over those ideas and kind of give my own thoughts as well. So here we go. So the design of the page is basically a blood splattered page with a few images in the background, and what's interesting about the images is you can kind of make out the original logos for the original trilogy in the background. And this has led fans to assume that we're going to be getting some kind of original collection or something like that. I do believe a lot of people want that, and I am definitely one of those people. I think having the collections on modern consoles would give old players a chance to replay them, as well as new players in the series being able to experience the original games, how they were originally made. It's a good idea, it is a really good idea. There are obviously huge fans of the original games, you know, the games came out a long time ago, so, you know, everyone is kind of hoping that eventually these games will be ported to modern consoles. There are people out there that don't want them there, but I would say an overwhelming amount of people do want the originals to be ported at least, because obviously the remakes are separate entities and they do play differently. But the originals are something that people really kind of remember from like their childhood or their teen years or whatever. So having them back would be good. And again, new players can experience them. The next thing about the page is how the blood splatter is displayed. This is a small thing, but it looks very similar to the options screens from Resident Evil 4. And again, with the announcement this morning about the countdown being active for next week, that has really kind of kickstarted a lot of hype for the Resident Evil 4 remake being announced. Obviously, again, there was a report last week, I believe, about the game being potentially revealed earlier this year, so I don't think it will be this soon, but you never know. But yeah, with this announcement tomorrow, and then the countdown being live currently, there's a lot of hype going around right now, and I do kind of want to mention a few things about that website specifically that may indicate it's not as big a deal as you think, but either way, I don't want to ruin the hype. Like, everything I say right now could be wrong, and it could be a big deal, but it also might not be a big deal. So just keep that in mind before you kind of assume what's going to be announced is what you want to see. So while this website does promote a lot of the games and kind of sends you links to buy the games and stuff like that, redirects you to websites for the official games and stuff like that, it does cover a lot of history of the series in terms of lore and stuff like that, and that does seem to be where this page is coming up, in the history kind of pages. Again, it could just be there because it is old stuff, and it is technically history in that sense, but it could potentially just be that they're updating the website with, you know, a bit more information about the original games, talking about the story in the original games, just for people to kind of read through and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, that's not as big a deal as having the games playable again, but it could be something as small as that, so just keep that in mind with that website, because they do a lot of that stuff as well. Also, the website hasn't actually updated officially in the EU yet. I don't know if that's changed at the time of recording this, but you can only see the new announcement thing on the Japanese version, and it's all in Japanese right now. So usually they would kind of promote a big announcement like that across everything, so again, just kind of keep that in mind. And also the times of these announcements is kind of weird. Like, it's 7 in the morning here, which means in the States it's probably pretty late at night, so I want to say like 1 to 2 AM there. It's a very weird time to announce something, especially if it's big. I'm not saying it's completely not the case, because, you know, Tokyo Game Show is probably in the middle of the night for me as well. So is the Game Awards. Like, it's not unheard of to have these big game events and announcements early in the morning or late at night. But it's just something a lot of people have picked up on with the timings of everything. But yeah, that's the news. There's a couple of things going on today, so I don't think I'll post my originally planned video tonight, because I've already posted twice today. So I'll carry on as normal tomorrow, but again, a lot has come out, and I do want to kind of let you all know and keep you all informed as early as possible. As for the announcement tomorrow, I will be there whenever it gets revealed, whatever it may be, and if it's relevant, if it's big, if it's like a big deal, I'll post a video. If it is just an update to the website, I'll just kind of post it in the community tabs and say, look, this is what it was. Not a big deal, but if it is a big deal, I'll post a video. So if you do want to be updated on what that ends up being, be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you do not miss it when it is revealed. And the same thing goes for the countdown next week. As soon as that goes live, if it is relevant to Resident Evil, I will post it as soon as possible. But thank you all for coming by. Let me know your thoughts on what this announcement could be tomorrow, and I'll see you all in the next video.